One. Steve Tober sideline chatter with Barry Kostibos, retired coach at Livingston, former coach at Watchung Hills, and a big part of the North-South game. And Barry, what is your role basically with the North squad?
Well, what we do, I've coached. We prepare pre-game, post-game, deal with uniforms. It's pretty much you do everything. Everybody pitches in to get this thing done. And again, Ken Trimmer is the driving force to this. He is fabulous. And we have a great group of coaches, and they dole out assignments to us, and just get it done. It's a joy. It's fun. And it's great to be a part of this.
Yeah, we're at Kane University outside Alumni Stadium here for the 38th Phill Simms New Jersey North-South All-Star Classic. And Barry just retired from coaching. Maybe a good time, well, you're going to transition perhaps to another position in coaching, but as far as a head coaching job, maybe a time to get out at this point in your life, basically?
Yeah, I thought, the decision to leave Livingston was a hard one. It was time to step aside and let somebody else take over. I've done it for 44 years. It's a passion that I have. I think it's in my blood, obviously. But to step aside and kind of evaluate, and again, wherever the winds take me at this point, we'll see what happens. But I don't think I'll be too far from a football field in the fall.
Well, you guys, and you stay healthy, always resurface at some point. And look at Ken Trimmer. I think he's a class of 60 from Verona, so you can take a guess there. I believe I'm right on that.
Well, Coach Trimmer found the fountain of youth. There's no doubt about it. He found the fountain of youth. But he's a classic.
Ken, the game director, Caldwell coach still, and I think he's like 54 years maybe, including assistant under Andy Durborough. And your son Kevin at Kostibos at Summit is starting to etch his own nice career.
Absolutely.
And the Hilltoppers, I assume they'll be back in the mix.
He'll have them up and running again. They had a good year last year, great years, and they won the state championship 2 years ago. He does a fabulous job. They got great kids. It's a great staff. I know all those guys. They're wonderful. Summit's got a great tradition and culture there, so it's a great job.
I'm amazed at Summit. They lose so many lacrosse players or whatnot to Del Bart, and the girls athletes. I'm sure some go to Oak Knoll or in place, but they still march on in almost everything. They're very competitive, if not very good.
You and I have had this discussion before. Multiple sport athletes. A lot of his football players are multiple sport athletes. Believe it, he coaches volleyball in the winter. He has a lot of kids there. Baseball, lacrosse, track. They're involved in a lot of things, and I think the idea of keeping kids competitive and keeping them focused athletically is a key to success. The kids come ready and hungry to play football. It's not that they're just going to play football and work out and kind of get tired of it. These kids are refreshed and they're ready to move on, to have a great summer and a great fall. And I think that's the advantage. Plus, as we've said before, it's the only time in your life you can do these things. That you can play 3 sports. So play and enjoy.
And ironically, football might be one of the sports where it hasn't been as infiltrated as much with the travel and some of these summer camp scenes that are just basically selling points for more travel, and hopefully they're hoping college scholarships. But I think it was over 90% of the NFL first-round draft picks were multi-sport high school athletes. What does that tell you?
I think the data suggests to you that multiple sport athletes are more successful. And I think the fact that they're given an opportunity to kind of expand their athleticism to other sports. The idea is to have fun. We're in the kid business. It's for the kids. So let's let the kids play. They will develop. Because they have their own trainers, this, that, and the other thing, doesn't necessarily mean success. And the problem is if you put all your eggs in one basket and it doesn't work out, then where do you go? But there is a sport for everybody to participate in. So get off the couch and start participating. Because it's going to end. As I tell kids, you're going to either be inside the fence or outside the fence at some point. So enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy these high school years.
It's a great point. Barry Kostibos, we're talking about multi-sport athletes, among other things, as we get set for the 38th Phill Simms North-South Classic. And one thing, I wrote something on Sideline Chatter just the other day about the great coaches involved. The football coaches in New Jersey are particularly close-knit. You mentioned Ken Trimmer, yourself on the executive committee. All the guys, John Wagner, I know, has been in the north with Roselle Park. He's now in Point Pleasant Beach. And you got Don Smolin. All these guys have been around the block for so long that they stay involved.
It's magnetic. It's something that just revitalizes you. The idea of football, with all due respect to the other sports, it's just something very different. And, all the coaches, there's a camaraderie for everybody, regardless of whether you've played somebody or you haven't played them or you've beaten them or haven't beaten them. you sit down, you clinic, you talk, you laugh. There's a tie-in. And as I said before, all these guys in this game are in the kid business. This is for the kids. This is a way to promote our game of football in New Jersey, but it's also a way to promote the kid business that we're in, to give the kids one last send-off. Because some of these kids will not be playing football in college. Most of them probably will. But here's an opportunity to one last hurrah with some great coaches, a great organization, and Phill Simms is just fantastic in terms of his leadership in the North-South game.
Phill is a part of everything. I mean, I see him at the preambles, the media days, some of the gatherings Ken has with some of the sponsors. He's at those. He's out at the practices. He's here tonight with everybody, and it's amazing the energy he brings. And the other NFL players with Jersey connections, if not roots, like Neil O'Donnell and Jim Bird, and even Joe Theismann, who was here a couple years ago. Scott Brunner, who had played, I think, some football at Lawrence High School. Right. It's amazing these guys have come back. Because, hey, outside of Texas and Florida and a couple other states, I mean, Jersey's right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think our football takes a backseat to anybody. But with Phill Simms' involvement and all the things that he can do and the things that he can touch upon to enhance this game is incredible. And each year that he's been involved, this game has kind of ascended to another level. And he's, we were just talking about it a minute ago, moving this game forward to make it truly the premier game in the state of New Jersey. Again, with all due respect to all the other Allstar games, because there's a bunch, but we'd like this to be the premier game.
And the fact this lasted 38 years.
Yes.
Other games have come and gone, supposedly statewide games or metropolitan games, and to have the Phill Simms New Jersey North-South Classic survive this long. I see a smile like Joe Caroni's face when I mentioned it to him, the great treasurer of the New Jersey Football Coaches Association and one of the great guys behind the scenes, and it's just an amazing event.
Again, it goes back to Ken Trimmer. He is the dynamic force in keeping this thing moving along, and we got to get swept up in the vortex with him. He is, he's going on 20 years old.
Amazing.
As far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
And, he's a dynamic force in keeping this game improving and moving forward. And, we feel the sky's the limit. Kane has been great to us in terms of the facility and giving us access to just everything we need here. So this is a great opportunity for kids and coaches to get together and one last time on the field.
Well, Barry Kostibos of the executive committee, this great game, the Phill Simms New Jersey North-South Classic. Thanks for stopping by. Best of luck in all your future coaching endeavors.
Thank you, Steve.
Barry Kostibos, retired coach of Livingston. I'm Steve Tober for Sideline Chatter.